Alright, hi everybody, it's Bonkai922, ready for Fairy Tail, episode 112 review. I'm actually not gonna call this, I'm gonna call this episode review, I'm gonna call it Gildart'S Rage, and Kana's Desperation, or something like that. I'll just call it Gildart'S Rage. It's good enough for me. Alright, basically what happened in this episode, not much. It was just really, majority of the episode what we have is, Blue Note. This guy's like, come on. He's confronting, Natsu and the others, about, he's confronting Natsu and the others about Mavis and Fairy Glitter. He's trying to, and and I'm surprised Natsu, Lucy, Wendy, and Charlotte, and Happy, they're not dead. This guy's power is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And I should have read the manga of when he showed up, because this guy was brutal. Brutal. And I'm really shocked that Hiro doesn't show any blood, because you gotta imagine what this guy's power does. It's insane what his power does. Think about gravity. The force of gravity. And before I go on a tear, before I continue with this episode, I want to mention one thing. There was one other person, there was another character in another anime that uses gravity. In Black Cat. I bet a lot of people don't know that there's a person in that anime that uses gravity. He's one of the Apostles of the Stars. And he's the fat sumo guy. He uses gravity too, but in a different way. He does it, but then there are these times where he shoots these purple spears at you. And it's just like gravity in a ball, and it just, So I just wanted to mention that briefly. But Blue Note, he's relentless. This guy's attacks are... I'm surprised, and it's funny because Natsu gets up half the time. Blue Note, he's slamming him down, and Natsu's getting up, and I'm like, Jesus. It's like, you gotta figure how many tons of gravity is being plowed on top of Natsu, and he's getting up. Jesus, what a crazy fuck. I'm sitting here for it, who cares? So basically he's interrogating him, and eventually you have this scene with Kana, and we see her past, and shows that her mother died like 12 years ago, and she left there to find her father, and she has stumbled upon the guild Fairy Tail, and she sees her father, which is Gildart'S, but she never gets, and just stays there. She ends up joining the guild, but she never has the courage to tell him that I'm your daughter, and all those stuff. So, and it's just basically a flashback there, and then Kana realizes that she has to go. She can't just stick around and fuck around here. So she was able to acquire one of the 3 grand spells, Fairy Glitter, which in some way is on par with fairy law. So she leaves. She has a talk with Mavis in spirit form. She talks to her, and gives her Fairy Glitter. So she leaves there to go and help Natsu and Lucy and so on and so forth. So as the battle progresses, and it seems like, Kana's not winning very much, Natsu gets slammed to the ground, but his mouth is in the ground. He does a Fire Dragon Roar, and it destroys the ground, giving Kana enough time to do Fairy Glitter. Unfortunately, it doesn't work, because even though she's able to do it, it's not a spell that she can handle to her full capabilities. So what ends on happening is everyone gets sent and away, and they're all being pushed down by the gravity. And who comes out of nowhere? Gildart'S. And he just not even touching. He doesn't even touch him. He just pushes him. He pushes Bluenote half across where that area is. On the whole fucking side. But man, I got chills down my spine when you first see Gildart'S. He's like, oh man, he's ready to turn Bluenote into destroy him to little tiny bits. That's how pissed off he is. And in some way, and I don't know, see, what I find strange is I'm trying to figure out, does Gildart'S know Kana is his daughter at this point? Because I know he finds out later on, when the whole, Hades thing is over, he finds out. But I'm wondering if he knows already. Even if he knew back all the way before, when Kana first came to Fairy Tail, did he know? But, and that's pretty much what happened. And he just threw him across he was pissed. There were veins coming out of his head. He was so pissed off. So, basically, this is the fight that's going to happen. It's going to be Bluenote against Gildart'S, which looks pretty epic. I mean, I never read this chapter of the manga, so I can't really tell. But we also got, and that's coming up in the next episode, Freed and that other guy. I forgot his name. Guy with the night helmet on that's with Loxus and Freed. Those two guys show up, and they're going to fight the other member of Seventh Purgatory. And while that's going on also, you have Urza fighting the other guy who survived, who she has to fight as well. So that's what's going on in the episode. This episode was pretty good. I'm not going to give it a 4, though. I'm gotta see next week with Gildart'S fight. I want to see more of that. And then I'll see what I see. But it looks pretty epic. I love the intro. Love the intro of Fairy Tail. Opening credits intro. The opening credits song and the scenes. It looks epic. Looks epic. I like the scene with Mavis, and then you have Zeref. That was pretty cool. Pretty good stuff. I like what I'm seeing with this show, with Fairy Tail now. And we're gonna get into good stuff now. Pretty good. I mean, once we get to the 7 times skip, we're like, oh. But it's pretty cool. I like what I see. Alright, so tell me what you guys think about this episode. I know it's late, but, episode 112 of Fairy Tail. I'm just gonna bluntly say it. Gildart'S Rage. I want to say Gildart'S Rage because that was the last thing that occurred. And once again, for anybody who comes out and says, Gildart'S is like Shanks, guess what? No, he's not. He's not. You're full of shit. Okay, Gildart'S hair is brown. Shanks is red. Thank you. To all those people who think that Fairy Tail is a ripoff of One Piece, it's not true. Okay? Come on. Move on. But then again, this was a good episode. I liked what I saw. Alright, so this is Bankai 922. See you guys later. Anything coming up? Oh, wait. It looks like the Bleach chapter and the other chapters of Shonen are coming back tomorrow. Hopefully. It's today. I'll check. So, yeah. That's the story. I'll do the review, and hopefully we get some Guilty Crown on Thursday, man. I'm waiting for that shit. Okay? See you guys later.